approximately 2:14 p.m. CST.
Yeah, don't out me for being 2 hours and 14 minutes plus a day late.
Dang, do better, man. We have a schedule.
Yeah. Who forgot about it yesterday?
It doesn't matter
Who had to
if it
remind?
doesn't matter if
Who
I.
had to cancel on the other person?
You got to
Only to be
cancel
told,
regardless.
I didn't know it was happening.
Hey! Listen, all that would have took would have been you saying, "Where are you?" And I'd have been like, "What are you talking about?" And you'd be like, "We're recording." And I'd be like, "Oh snap, you're right." And then I would hop on, so it's fine.
What you should do is set a alarm on your calendar, and then you don't even have to have it in your brain.
I mean, I guess.
Your computer brain will automatically go, hey, you have a thing. And you go, oh, yeah, you're right, I do have a thing. Right, thank God I wrote that down.
I suppose. Whatever. It's fine. I didn't even say what day it was. I just said the time. You outed yourself, actually.
Huh? Oh, well, you know what?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me turn off my notifications here.
Wow. Late
Okay.
and disrupting?
I know, man. Dude, I missed a party yesterday because I was working.
Yeah, I saw that. That's not like you.
I was very sad because I really wanted to go to that birthday party.
You should have just called out.
Yeah, that is not how this shit works. If only, man. If only.
I mean, that's how.
I had a great time
At the party or working?
Working. I mean, working in. I set up a bunch of cameras and then got to enjoy a Black Sabbath cover band.
Oh.
Which was pretty sweet.
That's pretty exciting.
Meanwhile, the rest of my friend group went to a pinball place and got drunk. So, I mean, both of those options are pretty awesome. Did you just change your picture?
So what if I did? You got
in the middle of me telling a story and it's not even cropped good?
It's because it's a square image. You know what? I
got a square image. You got to crop it in.
Oh my god, fine.
Wow, I cannot believe this. Thank God we're recording video, huh? Audience? You can see this guy's shenanigans right in the middle of me complaining about being left out of a party.
That sounds like a you problem, dude.
It's a them problem. It was supposed to be overnight, but then they got tired. One of them passed out because he got too drunk.
Wait. They were supposed to have an overnight party and...
Yes.
No, okay, that's
It was supposed to be a slumber pizza party.
And there was not a lot of partying happening. It was mostly just slumber.
Well, it went from that to, hey, we are going to go get food, and then we're going to go to a pinball place. I was like, okay, cool. Let me know. I will call you guys when I'm done. Let me know where you are. Give me the address. I will show up. The party can continue, or I will show up and we will all go to sleep. And then the party can continue in the morning.
Yeah.
Neither of those happened because I ended up just going home. First of all, I called my little brother like 6 times. No response. So I called somebody else. Finally got a response. I was like, dude, tell him to pick up the phone because I want to show him this last song. Because this last song is the one that he likes from Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
All right. We should really move on from me complaining about my lame friends.
Dang. I would never stand you up like that.
Yes.
I would never.
That has never happened in the history of you and I knowing each other.
The worst that's happened is that we had to take rain checks because life happens.
Yes. That's what happened yesterday.
Yes.
I had all of this sort of scouted out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended up recording on Friday night, Saturday morning. Then I packed up as much as I could before I left for a meeting with... All right, I'm about to launch into the how busy I've been for some reason this past 2 weeks. Spiel.
Yeah. Go on.
This is venting time. This is
the time you choose to vent.
Session. Yes, this is the weekly.
Is that what this is? We just vent for content.
Yeah. Oh, look at me. Look how busy I am. Look how many things I'm doing.
Must be nice.
Is this what it's like? I don't really watch very many podcasts outside of, like, say, is the Hot Ones a podcast?
I don't know what that is.
You know, the one where they eat chicken, super hot chicken wings.
I don't know if that'd be considered one, actually. You're right.
I think it's more of like an interview show.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch any or listen to any podcast either.
Yeah.
So
weird that we're trying to break into this business we know nothing about.
To be fair, I feel like that's kind of a common theme that's going around with all of our stuff.
Well, we don't know what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. No, like, I haven't been sleeping very much because 2 dogs want to sleep with me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been having to adapt to learning how to sleep with animals in the bed with me.
That's right, because you're used to sleeping on your own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is why I can't get a lover, because if that happens, it's going to be a whole nother month and a half of just, I can't sleep.
Well,
There's something else in the bed with me, and I can't lay in the position I want to lay in that's comfortable.
And that's why you always get 2 beds to start and slowly push them together. Like Minecraft.
Yeah, I guess. Or I just or I just need one of those giant, I think I'm sleeping on, I'm like on a twin XL maybe. It's a big bed. It's a bigger bed than I'm used to. It's bigger than my old bed at the very least.
I think your old bed was just a twin.
Yes. That guy, unfortunately, God rest his soul, didn't make it out.
He did what he had to do for so long, though.
Yep. He kept me off the floor, and that's
sort of
top, very top.
Top tier.
At least I still have my mattress topper. However, I forgot that mattress topper. So I haven't had it on my bed for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sort of been in the back of my car because I haven't wanted to unpack it.
How long have you? Never mind.
Hey, you question this. I never fully moved into my first apartment.
That's also
I was
fair.
living
After
out
living
of
there
boxes.
for what, 3 years?
Yes. Three, maybe. It was at least 3 years.
Jesus.
I had an unpacked suitcase that I just was like, yeah, it's full of clothes and other things, but I don't really need anything in there because all the other stuff I already have out.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up flipping a cardboard box over and putting it on top of that suitcase and using it as a little rolly table, which I was very proud of myself for innovating.
Oh my god. So,
like,
never mind.
Somebody needs to invent. Okay, I'm patenting this right now for anybody that's trying to steal this idea. But somebody needs to invent a suitcase that you can pull the top up and it forms a table, like a little flat, like 2x2 table. Well,
yeah.
I guess it's not really that much bigger, but like it's a flat top. It's wide. You can just like pull a thing off of the side of it and put it on it, right?
Yeah.
Then you can have a little table anywhere you go that you can like lean on or put stuff on, like the airport.
I feel like as cool as that sounds, it would also just look really obnoxious and annoying.
Well, you just don't care what it looks like. Why is that your problem with my hyper innovative product?
I'm not
known as the rolly table suitcase, the RLS.
I feel like that's too many
RTS.
syllables. You got to shorten that to something else.
Rolly table suitcase, rolly suitcase table.
Yeah, you know what? That's fine.
The suitcase table. Hey, all right, pitch this to me as Billy Mays.
Why do I have to do it?
Give me a hand here. You're the
Billy Mays here.
fanboy.
Fanboy? I wouldn't say fanboy, but anyways.
Fanboy, you went as in for Halloween.
It was one time, and yes,
That's
it was
more times than anybody else in the world has ever gone as Billy Mays.
That's not true. You do not know that.
I don't know that. You're right, but you know what?
Listen,
I went as normal things.
Listen, would you?
Like
I feel
pirates.
like Billy Mays would have been a better choice compared to like the ShamWow guy. Come on.
Well, that's true. That guy's in jail or dead.
Oh,
one of the two.
Are you sure, or is that just? Why is he in
Do you
jail?
want me to Google if the ShamWow guy is? I'm pretty sure he's in jail.
What happened to the ShamWow guy?
Is the ShamWow guy real?
Oh, he was never charged, but his bruised and blooded mugshot soiled his image. 2013, he said the incident probably saved his life and forced him to clean up his act. What? What happened?
There you go. Wait, I'm getting very different answers here.
Ah, so he was a party guy, apparently.
Yes.
And I guess
he beat up a prostitute in Miami.
Oh.
And then wore blackface, apparently.
Well, that'll do it.
In a movie with Lindsay Lohan.
What?
What movie is this? I didn't know he was in movies.
I haven't seen Lindsay Lohan in a long time, actually. No! Oh, no, I'm sad. So, obviously, Billy Mays has passed on.
Yes.
But I think he passed away in 2014. Or 2012. One of those two. I don't remember. But he passed away due to heart disease that was partially caused by cocaine use.
Cocaine. I believe it. I could totally see that energy.
Oh, it was 2009, and that makes me really sad. He changed the
2009
world.
was a weird year.
You know what we got to do? We got to make an infomercial.
Oh,
we'll
God,
make an
I thought you were about to say
infomercial.
we should do cocaine.
No, it's okay. I've sworn off drugs. I dare to be drug free.
Oh, he's straight edge now. Good for you.
What do you mean straight edge? I haven't. We're not having this talk right now.
What is that?
Alcohol doesn't count as drugs, and I barely even drink.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
And then other stuff hasn't happened for many a year.
Yeah, can't say the same.
Oh, I know.
Your cocaine habit has reminded me of
okay.
I have sort of been rationalizing.
Don't say anything
drinks.
incriminating, by the way.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Continue.
So you know how usually I don't really drink coffee. If I need to, I'll drink it because I want to keep my caffeine tolerance really low. That way, when I need to take caffeine, it works really well.
That's a good idea, I think.
That's worked for a very long time because it's like, I'm getting regular amounts of sleep. It's good sleep. I'm not being like interrupted in the middle of it and woken up or, who knows what, right? And so I was waking up every morning being like, all right, let's do this thing. And there was a shift. Mm-hmm. Like right when I fake graduated.
Oh, dear.
Or not fake graduated. When I was forcibly not graduated. That it was like, oh, good, okay, I no longer have to deal with this. I can adjust my lifestyle. And then
you were wrong.
Something happened there that it was like, oh, I'm not sleeping as good as I was.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm tired a lot of the time throughout the day. I understand why people need coffee now.
Yeah.
Because you have to, unless you want to go, all right, it's nap time. You got to supplement to stay productive.
Oh, absolutely. That's all adulthood is, unfortunately. I drink.
That's what it's like. Yeah.
No, at my job, everybody, or at least the maintenance guys, my boss, he drinks at least one energy drink a day. No, he says he starts off his day with coffee. He drinks some pre-workout, then goes to the gym. Then he comes to work and he chugs a Monster.
Wow. Yeah.
That
sounds about right.
Don't do all that because that's kind of crazy. But I usually just drink a cup of coffee in the morning because I start at 8 o'clock and I don't drink a cup of coffee till like 9. But I don't know if you know this, but I hate being awake in the morning. I'm definitely not a morning guy, a morning person. So it's been a struggle. But anyways, I chug a cup of coffee a day pretty much, which is definitely not helping for my caffeine intake. But hey, I'm already short enough. It can't stop my growth anymore.
Right. The only thing still growing at this point is your brain.
Barely.
No, I think scientifically, brains stop growing at like 27 or something like that.
Something like that, probably.
Yeah, that's totally unsubstantiated, and I don't know where I read that. But I read it somewhere, and I'm regurgitating it like it's true.
You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to take what you just said and pretend like it never happened. Because I feel like
We're
someone
recording,
out
aren't
there...
we? We're recording this. We're
Yeah,
definitely recording.
Someone's gonna fact check it and prove you wrong. Someone might be me, but I don't feel like doing it right now.
Well, at that point, I'll double down. I'll double down all the way until cancellation. That's the key to success from what I'm seeing.
I feel like that's rooted in a lot of misinformation, but go off, I guess.
I've maintained for a very long time that if I get canceled, I'll consider myself a success. Because
I feel
somebody
like...
will care enough. Some people will care enough to shut me down.
That's...
And then
God.
pivot from there and go full Alex Jones.
Don't do that.
And you end up just like...
Please, God.
Living off of controversy.
I thought you were past this already.
No, I'm saying it seems like a miserable way to live.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, hey, you know what they say. Bad publicity is still publicity.
Yeah, that's what they say. And that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just sounds horrible. I've been trying to increase my social media presence this year.
Yeah.
And it is not fun, but it's a task. It's a task.
Oh, no, absolutely. It's literally...
This is Among Us. I have to just do the task.
No, listen, social media presence is quite literally a job. Like, that's why people have social media managers. So they have somebody whose job it is to manage the social media and post on social media, interact and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, my play is just like, I need to be able to do this in 5 minutes or less.
Yeah.
So what am I going to post about? I took some pictures of this thing. Boop, boop, boop. Let's get like 3 pictures and a video clip and then post it. And be like, hey, we were here with these people. And that's the end of it.
Oh, that's a good way
any
to
more
do it.
time on this, I'm going to be like, I could slip down the slippery slope of, oh, now I'm on Facebook all the time. Now I'm on Twitter all the time. I'm on Instagram, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if you're just using it to make posts, I think you'll be fine. But if you start scrolling, that's when the problem happens.
Yeah, yeah. If anybody ever interacts with me, the response they're going to get is either nothing or like one word.
Let me go interact with you real quick. What do you post?
Oh, please.
No, are you supposed to...
Here's where we can plug our Twitters, I guess. That was weirdly
I don't know if I want
organic.
to plug my Twitter, because my Twitter
Plug
is kind
your
of
Twitter.
cringe. Well,
you said you have like 8 of them. So
I only
just
have
plug
4.
The one that you want.
Follow Lamb.
You're professional.
His professional Twitter at... What is it? Hold on. I gotta go find it. Because I never use it.
I gotta find mine as well. I literally only have this one, and I don't.
Is it
know
not
what it
just?
is.
Is it not just Grievo?
It's Grifo A. Yeah.
Grievo A.
Wow, 110.
You're popular? Hell yeah.
Well, I have 110 impressions.
Oh, I don't know what that means. I think that means,
I don't know what that means either.
Like, people have seen it. Maybe I don't really know.
So I have 2 engagements,
What is
22 unique views, 27 regular views.
Oh, heck yeah.
Somehow, 2, 22, and 27 adds up to 110.
That sounds about right to me.
Yep.
I was a theater major. I don't
that's-
believe in math. The only thing we count there is steps and lines.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, my Twitter
Right, yeah.
is Sir_Lambchop. My
There
professional
you go.
Twitter, I should say.
Check him out. Wait, am I following you? Do I need to follow you on here?
You should.
Sir Lamb Chop? Is that... Wait.
Sir_Lambchop.
No, I'm following another one. Hold on.
You're probably following my personal Twitter.
Lamb Chop. Are you a monkey?
Excuse me?
One of my
Jonathan?
70 alternative accounts? No, this can't be you.
Jonathan. Listen, buddy, there's some things that you can say on the interwebs.
No, look, the if you look up Sir Lamb Chop 1 is his picture is a monkey. He also has like a picture
I'll
of
be
a
damned.
small British child or something on here.
That's what I'm going to say. It's Sir_Lambchop.
Underscore? You didn't say there was a
I
Sir
did say underscore.
Liar, sir.
I am no liar.
Underscore Lamb Chop.
And I should be that very first post, I guess.
Oh, there you are. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
This looks much more professional than that small British child.
Absolutely. What do I post on there? Not much of anything. I repost voice acting things, if
I
that.
can't scroll on here. Is this frozen? What's happening?
Why'd you freeze it?
I don't know. I think Twitter just broke. Okay, well,
Stop
let me
breaking
restart the app. Okay, anyway, yes, people, go follow him. I will stalk that one and like every single post.
Oh, is that like my only... I forgot that I made a little link tree thing.
Oh, yeah.
But the only thing that's on it is my album.
Hey, it all starts from there, right? That's one of the leaves on the tree. Then you continue adding more.
Oh, I think what it was I wanted to do, like, my whole, like, all the socials. So, like, you know, Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff. But then, what was it? I was like, I don't know if I should include or my personal Instagram and my professional, blah, 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 blah. So I think I just left it as just that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, that's very fair.
Because obviously, you know, I'm more active on the personal ones than professional ones.
Well, that's just because you're not doing a lot of professional stuff right now.
Exactly. Yes, that's the reason why. No other reason at all.
You got to get up on that, you got to run up that hill, you know, as they say.
No, wait a minute. Isn't that part of a song?
Yeah.
I freaking
See, I'm making a reference to a modern meme.
A pop culture reference?
That's why John Talks to Lamb is the premier podcast. Because we talk about stuff happening right now.
And right now... Sure I don't know what's happening right now.
I felt like you were about to dog all over what I just said.
No, you're fine. Keep going.
Oh, is that right? Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Talk about okay, it's time for the weekly meme hour.
Oh, God.
Meme hour. The weekly meme segment.
Yeah.
This is where both of us have prepared a meme.
Prepared?
That we found on the internet.
Uh-huh.
Or we discuss a modern trend. See, I'm going to bring up something that was modern. I feel like maybe a month ago.
I feel like that's pretty, what's it called? Pretty, what's the word? What's another word? Pretty present. There we go. That's a present thing.
It's present enough. I mean, yeah, I'm probably going to say this and you're going to go like, that wasn't recent. That was like half a year ago. See, there's been a new term that has come across my lexicon.
You're going to say this and everyone's going to be like, are you serious?
Yes, exactly. Because I'm way behind the curve. But I feel like I'm actually on the curve this time. Because I heard it, I found out about it, and I'm really building this tension up right now, aren't I? I should just say the word.
You're going to disappoint everybody.
And the word is Rizz.
Okay, to be fair, I found out what that was like 2 weeks ago when I was talking to my brother.
Exactly. It started on TikTok.
Yeah.
And has somehow infiltrated everywhere.
That's usually how memes work.
Yeah. I'm amazed at the power of TikTok because I've heard the word Rizz
so many times.
Far more situations than I have heard any other word out there.
I mean, it's the same thing as like glizzy, if you remember that.
Glizzy, yes. Oh, I guess that is in a similar... That's like parallels.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because do I know where it came from? Not at all.
Yeah.
But it took the world by storm. And all I see is Rizz this, Rizz that. And I didn't bother trying to figure out what it was because I was like, I'll find out eventually. And I was on a call with my brother, and we were talking about just like relationships and like his luck with women. Sorry for calling you out, bro. And so he was like,
spill the tea. It's time.
I don't remember exactly what was said, but he feels like he didn't get the same Rizz as the rest of the family. And I was like, now, what the hell is a Rizz?
Oh, yeah. Wow, you encountered it in the most natural way I can imagine that happening.
Yeah, and it should say a lot, because my brother is, how old is he? I think y'all are the same age? No, he's 2.5 years older than me, so I think he just turned 26.
Okay, so he's a little bit older than I am, yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, ew.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't feel old.
You shouldn't. It's okay. If it makes you feel better, I always see my brother as much older than my friends. So when I realize he's the same age, I'm like, wow, y'all could have graduated at the same time.
Yeah. It's a choice, clearly.
You know what this means? You're basically my older brother now. Actually, no, I
don't
take
know
that
how I
back. That's
feel
kind of
about
weird.
that.
That's kind of weird.
Yep.
But anyways, back on track.
Yes, perhaps we should define Rizz for those people in our
according
audience that don't know what it is.
Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary is where you gotta go to get the meaning words and what they actually mean.
Or I can explain it myself because I am a well-educated.
Yeah.
It's short for charisma.
Yes.
It's the Rizz part of it. So when you say like, for example, I didn't get the same Rizz as the rest of the family, you're basically saying that, yeah, my charisma level isn't quite as strong as the people around me.
Should have rolled better.
Should have rolled better. Should have used that as a dump stat. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And for those who somehow might still be a little confused, the more nuanced definition is, it's another word for spitting game, and how good you are at pulling the ladies and gentlemen. So I would say I've got plenty of Rizz.
Yes, and I'm what's known as a Rizz hole.
What? Is this? You know what? Just keep going.
I have Rizz, but it's anti-Rizz.
Oh my god.
It's the opposite direction. I'm a black hole of Rizzlessness.
So does that just mean you absorb the Rizz, but it just doesn't go anywhere?
Yes. I don't believe in peer pressure. Because that's all peer pressure is people with more Rizz than you rizzing all over you.
I don't like this.
And your Rizzless nature means that people with Rizz can... This is falling apart. I'm trying to bring it home.
You got it.
People with Rizz can bully people without Rizz because they have no Rizz. And that's how that ecosystem works. Now, of course, you can counteract people with higher natural Rizz through violence, but that's not the way you should do it.
Are you sure?
It's all yeah. Don't shoot up your school, kids. That's not what the point of this is.
Yeah, just shoot up your arms. Anyways,
Oh god. All you gotta do is fake the Rizz. Literally, fake it till you make it is the only law in this world.
Honestly, yeah. Unless you are pursuing something with a more practical means of getting a job, or in general, really, just fake it till you make it. No one's gonna check.
Yeah. Start lifting, bro. Do squats.
Absolutely. I don't know where this
all
is
of your
going.
Problems will be solved
by squats.
Oh. Maybe I'll feel better if I start working out. Oh, that didn't work, but at least now I'm in shape. Then you can start building from there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, You're one to talk, Mr. Refused to go to the gym with me whenever I was trying to drag you to the gym.
But did I go, though?
You did. I'm very proud of us both.
Yeah, thank you. Making it seem like I never went. I went almost every time you asked.
Yes, that is true.
Did I not want to go to begin with? Yes. Did I have an enjoyable experience? Yes. Do I think going to the gym is fun? Yes. Am I just lazy?
Go? Do you still go?
No. And why? Just because I'm lazy. Not because I don't want to go. I just don't feel like it.
I mean, I don't have access to it. I guess I kind of have access to a gym now. We have assembled some old gym equipment in our garage.
Better get
but
to it.
I haven't been over there to look at it yet.
For shame.
Yeah.
No, the workout area for where I live now isn't as good as the one where I used to live, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I saw the gym when we were at that pool party.
Yeah, it's not that great, but people still use it to work out, which is good.
Yeah. Better get some use than no use.
Absolutely. Excuse me. Wow.
I didn't prepare any topics for what it's worth.
I've still got mine from last time, but I also made a new one.
Okay. Why don't we swing with those? Because I don't know where we go from here unless I just launch into a tirade of anger.
You know, it's fine. It's cool. We can do that off camera. We have an image to uphold.
Right. This is an upbeat. This is a
brain,
podcast.
man.
But we talk about modern events and funny things.
Yeah.
Not people who string me along to go to a party and then cancel the party at the last minute, and I know I'm going to get blamed for it because I was the one that had to work. Right, we don't talk about that. What we talk about is fun things. Like Rizz.
You know what's bad about you bringing all this up? I'm pretty sure said individuals in this very hypothetical situation would hypothetically give this a listen one day.
Yes.
Soon.
Yes. I'm literally calling all of y'all out.
Oh my god, you're an agent of chaos.
How dare you? He's my friend too.
So, moving on.
Right, yes, we should, what modern events or topics?
I guess this is a current event kind of thing, technically. Okay. It's not going to sound like one, but it will later.
Strange, but okay.
Do you have a lot of hair on your face at the moment? Or
No.
Have you shaved recently?
I never have any hair on my face.
Oh, that's a tragedy.
Even when I try.
Do you have a lot of hair on your head?
Yeah, relatively. Not in comparison to where it has been at one point in my life.
But would you say it grows at a normal, decent rate at least?
No, it grows far above a normal, decent rate.
Okay, cool, that works.
It's thick.
You see... Oh,
it's
sorry.
long. It continually grows. And I don't want to go get it cut because then I have to spend money.
I feel
But I also don't want to cut it myself.
Why are you laughing?
Hair?
Yeah, I've cut my own hair before.
Yeah, a very different beast.
Okay? I can give you a buzz cut, pretty easy.
Oh
the military haircut.
I'm sure that would go great with my head shape.
I mean,
you know how lumpy and weird my head is.
Oh my god! Listen, all I got to do is just grab some scissors and just cut it to a certain length all around, and that's it.
That's called a bowl cut.
No, I'm talking. No, you put a bowl on it and you just cut around the bowl. I'm saying like literally you pull your hair and cut it a certain length, all like the entire way, like all of your head.
I feel like there's some hairdressers in our audience that will be very, very upset at you simplifying their art form so much.
I'm not simplifying their art form. I'm saying if you want your hair cut, I can cut your hair. It won't be good, but I can cut your hair.
Okay, so let me rephrase this. I could go down to the nearest like sports clips. Shout out to them because they're the ones I go to, and get my hair cut for like $20. Or I could spend $80 on gas to drive up to Dallas for you to cut my hair for free. And then I can drive back down. Okay, all right. Okay.
We could find something to do. We could maybe even record an episode.
Oh my god.
Of Lamb a la John. You know,
this is a weird spiral off of you wanting to cut my hair.
Yeah, that's not even the topic. Anyway, so in contrast, I've got a very luscious, beautiful beard. Wow. We all know this. But my head is starting to wane in its flowing locks of curls, unfortunately. I'm starting to bald.
Oh my god, dude. Wow.
Not like full on bald, but like the hairline's receding. The top of my head is like very thin. You can very clearly see my scalp easily.
Oh,
like I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old.
Dude, welcome to the club. First of all,
are you sure? Is
and
your hair
second of all,
too?
I have seen more people with amazing beards that are bald, and it works. First of all. I don't know if that's the look, like, I don't know where you feel comfortable on the hair look scale, but I've seen bald people with beards, and it works. It's like, okay,
see,
all right.
That actually comes to the topic, finally.
Okay.
And it's a would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather have a head full of hair, but never any facial hair, or be bald with a glorious beard?
What?
That's it. That's the would you rather.
Okay, so the would you rather is...
Would you rather be John or Isaiah?
Would you rather be... Yeah, literally. Would you rather be in my current situation or your future possible situation?
Oh, no. What's going to happen?
I mean, they have stuff that can counteract that, first of all.
Supposedly.
Well, yeah. I mean, you hear people like... Oh, yeah, that, like, hair plugs don't really work. But that information is based, like, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
People, like, I mean, you've seen, oh my God, what are their names? Like Elon Musk, right? Like Jeff Bezos. Well, not Jeff Bezos. That's a bad example. But like Elon Musk is a good example because there are pictures of him from the early 2000s where he's like going bald and looks like he hasn't left the house in his entire life. Mm-hmm. And then you look at him now and he's like, oh, the man's got hair. How is that possible? Because science.
Because money.
And money, yes, but science as well. The
two things I don't have access to.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
Either that or he got a rug.
He got a rug?
Yeah, a toupee.
Oh, that's also very possible. I've heard like people get veneers for their teeth.
Yeah.
You almost can't tell the difference.
Yeah. I saw this thing on TikTok the other day where, what's it called? Somebody was at the dentist and I guess they were getting fake teeth put in, but instead of it just being like fake teeth, they use like fucking, excuse me. That was awkward. They use, what's it called? What is this? They use like resin to like form the teeth and stuff in the mouth. And I was like, is that safe?
I mean, I guess.
I don't know, man. I'm just here.
I feel like they probably chose that because it's more resistant to mouth acids.
That's true. That's true. It does last for quite some time.
Yeah. Just go back to using whale bones or elephant bones or whatever it was. Ivory?
Yeah, I think it's elephant tusk, yeah.
Well, to answer your question, I don't know.
That's fair.
That's a very solid non-committal answer to that. Because, well, see, I can rationalize it.
Okay.
Because I have the inability to grow a beard, but
okay.
I have the ability to grow really... I've been told my hair is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any meter to judge it by, but...
I couldn't tell you because you're always wearing a hat.
Yes. I mean, for the longest time I've just worn my hair really short because I hate having to deal with it being long.
Yeah, understood.
But, like, I feel like in the modern era, people can kind of get away with having longer hair just by the nature of where humanity is at right now.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, I mean, if hats are really as bad for you as people say they are, which could be just an urban legend, then it's like, well, maybe I can try both because I can grow out my hair. I have a hat that actually kind of I'm comfortable with at this point. I've gotten it. Hats are weird because you kind of have to break them in.
Are they weird or is your head shape weird?
Well, yes. I think I'm definitely abnormal in comparison to the rest of humanity in the hat wearing scale because one size is a lie. It does not fit my head.
Absolutely not.
I just have a giant cranium, I suppose. That's where I
For
store all the
massive
extra brain matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have different lumps on there that encompass all of the various things that I've gotten into. That's where I store all my Pokemon knowledge.
No, wait a minute. Yeah, no.
I don't know a lot of the new ones, but
the original ones, the first generation, absolutely.
Up to like the 4th generation, I know like every single Pokemon. It's sad.
Now that we're talking about Pokemon, who's your favorite Pokemon?
It changes all the time.
Okay, understood. What's your current favorite one?
Current favorite. Well, I haven't played the new ones yet.
Yeah.
Not Sword and Shield. What's the one after that?
Scarlet Violet. Yeah.
Yes, I haven't played those, and there are some cool looking ones in there, like the Weed Cat. I thought was pretty cool.
Not the Sprigatito?
Yes.
That's right. You probably haven't seen their final evolutions and stuff, have you?
No, I mean all 3 of that one's forms I think are pretty cool.
Okay.
The one before that was also the grass one. The starter, I should say, before that.
That one was...
It was like the Archer Bird.
No, that's Sun and Moon. That's 2 generations before.
That wasn't in Swoosh, that's right.
Yeah, Sword and Shield was... it had... Oh my god, who was it?
You know,
Hold on.
I literally don't know. I can't remember who was in Sword and Shield. I gotta look this up.
I played it for like several months. I should know this. Oh, Score
Shield
Bunny,
starters.
Sobble, and Grookey.
Oh, that's right, the soccer bunny.
Yeah.
Yes, I played the soccer bunny guy.
I played the Elvis monkey, Grookey.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But everybody was a big fan of Sobble, because he becomes a sniper.
A sniper?
Yeah.
What?
Like he's I don't know exactly what he's based on, but like his special move, he literally pulls out a finger gun with a long barrel made of water, and he shoots people like a sniper.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Wait, show me their evolved forms, please. Oh, there we go. Okay, Rillaboom, a Thwacky. Thwacky's a great name. Into Rillaboom, Score Bunny, Raboot, and Cinderace. Yeah, Cinderace was the one that I had. Drizzle, Inteleon. Oh, that's right. Wait. Oh, Sobble, Drizzle, and Inteleon. Yeah, I kind of remember the Inteleon. It was like James Bond.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. I remember him.
Lord.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, weirdly, most of the ones that I can remember off the top of my head being like, this guy's really cool, are usually the starter that I go with.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because before, well, I don't remember who I picked in X and Y, but in or in Sinnoh, but in Hoenn it was Trico.
Oh, I know. I remember you're a Trico fanboy.
Like, yeah, he was awesome.
And that was the third generation.
Yes.
Okay.
That was it was Johto, Kanto, and then Hoenn.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that was my my first Pokemon game was what's it called? Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, we started with Fire Red.
Oh,
At least
I
that's
did
the
play
first
that one
one
too.
That's the first one that I remember. But we had Crystal and Yellow and Red and all the other ones.
Yeah.
But they just didn't work in my machine. Or rather, I wasn't allowed to play them because I didn't own them. They were other people's games, right? And one save file.
Interesting. I don't know how we got here. But.
Yeah, I don't know. Talking about favorite Pokemon for some reason.
Cool. I have other ones in here.
Yeah, I never. Okay, yeah. Okay, right. To double back to the beard thing.
Oh, yeah.
I would rather have a nice mix, but seeing as that's impossible for my body, I would say I'd probably stick with what I've got because I understand what I've got.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
And I'd have to learn a whole new way of. Although I mean, like bald, you can just wear a hat.
Yeah,
so,
a lot of people do. I mean, you
yes,
just gotta keep your head moisturized, really.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess you still do like. I guess you still secrete oil up there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you do.
Clean
You're
that
right.
off because it doesn't get absorbed by the. Okay, that's kind of weird. You know what? I like what I've got.
All right.
I'm just imagining like one of those hairless cats. I saw this video the other day of how people clean those cats.
No, that's kind of
because they don't have hair, right? So they just
just chew all the skin.
They just get oily, and like you have to wash them all the time because they can't really wash themselves.
Ew.
And
fun.
Somebody had like cleaned it off, and then they took a big thing of like, it was probably just like a fistful of lotion, and they just slapped the side of this thing and started rubbing it in. It killed me. It absolutely killed me because I was like, that makes me no longer want one of those cats.
Yeah, no, the caretaking must be a lot because they're not as self-sustaining as normal like hair cats.
They are so against the grain of what a cat is because they're not anywhere near as independent.
Not at all. They can't be. At least not in the environment that we live in.
By necessity, they just naturally. I don't know where they thrive. Sphinx
I believe
cats, I guess, right? So
yeah, over in Africa.
Yeah,
in like the deserts is I think where they originated from. It would make sense because like the Sphinx statues.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
It makes it. I don't know. It makes it seem like they wouldn't be so good outside because it gets sunburned all the time.
Yeah, no, you might be right about Toronto.
But I guess they're kind of like gray and what?
Originally named Canadian Hairless, the Sphinx got its start in Toronto, Canada in 1966 when a litter of domestic short-haired kittens included a hairless kitten as a result of natural occurring genetic mutation.
Wait, so the whole line springs from one cat in the 60s?
Yep, from a genetic mutation, it seems.
That is
That's crazy.
bizarre to think about.
Holy cow.
They must have some crazy inbreeding going on.
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, I think in this point in time, I think it's to the point where it doesn't have to be inbred.
Yeah.
But at the time, yeah.
Man.
That's crazy. I never would have guessed that.
That's super recent. Mm-hmm. I wonder with all of these like gene editing technologies coming out.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could make a certain breed of cat or a breed of anything really.
I mean, probably. Might not be like a perfect thing for a while though.
Well, right. But I've seen people talking about. Did you ever see Gattaca back in the day?
I did. I think it was my junior year of high school.
Yes, that was about where I remembered as well. It was like a biology class. So we watched that movie because they were talking about gene editing. Mm-hmm. And that at that time, that technology was like in its infancy. But that was like 10, 15 years ago when that was just getting started. Not when we were in high school. God, we'd be like 30, 40 by now. I don't even know how old.
And there's nothing wrong about being that old or that age.
Yeah, it's just not true because we're not. We're mid-20s. But at any rate, that technology I feel like has come a really, really long way. I mean, I was just reading the other day about here's a good modern event. People have been making strides into reversing aging.
Yeah.
Because the aging process isn't it isn't like, oh, this is the way of the world and there's nothing we can do about it. It's okay, the body is breaking down and
how do we stop
the
that?
cells don't quite understand how to renew themselves. Like they renewing over and over and over and over and over and over and and this time that we renewed, we accidentally left one thing out. Now we're renewing, but we're renewing without that one thing. Like, oh, we forgot how to grow our thumbnail. Renewing. Oh, we've lost one more thing because just this natural process occasionally has glitches, right? It's like, oh, we forgot how to lubricate our thumb joint now. Like, weirdly, this is spreading up from the thumb. Renewing. And then suddenly, it's like, if that iteration occurs over and over again, that's what, like, aging is. And so there's been people doing research into reteaching the genes that have broken down, that are renewing themselves, resetting them to their base component.
Yeah.
And so the next time that they renew, it's like, oh, we are not broken, and everything that was broken about us has now become renewed, and we have the same vigor and life and physical body that we did 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Because that's when that process started.
Interesting.
And that's like a technology that they're working on right now, which is terrifying because of like billionaires getting access to that and then never dying.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen, let's be honest.
And if that technology gets restricted, to like, oh, only the ultra wealthy can have it, then all of the normal people out there in the world are just like, oh, well, I guess we die regularly, but that dude gets to live forever because he has all the money.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how it works. That's how the world is, unfortunately.
Yep.
And you see it all the time in, like, movies that are kind of geared around that, how the rich and the wealthy get the best resources because they have the money for it.
Yeah, wealth compounds upon itself.
Absolutely. But kind of going off of what you said, I was doing a little bit more research on, like, gene editing, and apparently gene editing, is something that's still happening now. Right. And people do it with livestock, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And in this article from BBC.com, it basically was saying that they found a way to use gene editing and what's called sperm donors from other from other livestock that are able to produce sperm to inject them into the livestock that can't do it, and they start producing it, and now they're able to give out like healthy normal offspring themselves.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like I wonder if like kind of a solution to what you were saying of how the cells kind of stop producing that thing that they need and they keep reproducing like that. If a new healthy cell was reintroduced, would that help? Would that like restart that process, or would the body like reject it? Like it's a foreign identity pretty much, and so the body's like, we have to destroy this now because we don't know what this is.
Yeah. I mean, oh gosh, what are the names of those things? They're like from babies. They're like the cells that make babies.
Embryos?
It was really what?
Embryo?
No. They can use them to like implant in other people and regrow tissue because it's like human 1.0 and I would be human 2.0. Like we all started at human 1.0 and then evolved into 2.0. And so they can take 1.0 and plug it into anything and it works. But I can't remember the name of this.
Kind of understand. Kind of confused.
There was a big hubbub about it and abortion, about people being like, oh, they're taking the aborted babies and turning them into these things that they can then plug into other people to heal them. I'm probably spouting some insane conspiracy theory right now. And
no, absolutely. I've never even heard about that. Because I was like, are you talking about... Because it sounded like at first you were talking about surrogacy.
No. It's like a certain type of cell that's in babies. Oh my gosh. What are the baby cells called that are used in medicine? Oh my... This is insane.
Stem cells?
That's it. Stem cells.
Okay.
Yes. Stem cells. That's exactly what it is. So
I was like, what the hell are you on about?
Rewind to when I started sounding insane and then plug stem cells in right before it. And it'll all make sense, I promise.
Okay. I'm listening.
Well, aside from that, talking about gene editing animals, is humanity has only... So this is all... I have to preface literally everything I say here in that I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm regurgitating information that I've read and have chosen to believe, or perhaps I'm waffling on and I'm trying to figure out where it falls on the scale of reality. But Earth only has a certain amount of space on it, right? A certain amount of that is unfarmable. A certain amount of that is farmable. Our human population has passed the amount of farmable land required to maintain itself. But we passed that margin a long time ago. So naturally, Earth can't grow enough food to feed this many humans on it. But because of science and because of fertilizers and our ability to gene edit plants and animals, we are able to make the land that we have produce far more food than it should.
Absolutely.
Which I think
it's them GMOs and the MSGs.
Yes, GMOs, yeah, the genetically modified stuff. And there's really two ways that this line of thinking goes down. Because on one hand, there's been a massive fertilizer shortage for like 2 years because of COVID. Which means that, something big might be coming up. Like, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the shelves at Walmart be low, but I have seen a lot of different places have supply chain issues. And it's very strange to look at and go, this is not how it was when I was growing up. This is not how it was 5 years ago.
Not at all.
But it was such a giant meteor strike to the earth. COVID was, I should say. that a lot of things shifted and changed. And so it's really cool that we have this technology that allows us to have this many humans on Earth at the same time. But at the same moment, if that fails, then we have a lot of humans on Earth and not enough ability to feed all of them.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Thoughts on the end of the world?
I mean, we've already predicted the end of the world in 2022, I think is what it was.
Yeah, what
no,
was the... What,
no, 2012, there we go.
How is it going to end?
There's going to be a nuclear apocalypse.
Okay.
It's got to be.
Is that what that movie was about? I never actually watched it.
What, Gattaca?
No, 2012.
Oh. No, 2012 was basically just the end of the world, but like just natural disaster, just compounding and compounding until everybody was killed. Or most of the people were killed. But I think at some point they made like a new arc kind of thing. And they were like, we have to go to Africa because that's the only place that'll be safe.
Just like they did in the third Ice Age movie.
Yes. Was that the third one?
I think so.
I don't remember. There's a lot of them.
There were.
But I forgot what we were talking about.
You're suggesting that we're going to build an ark?
I mean,
for when the food runs out?
People are going to try to, well, at the end of the day, what are humans if not selfish? And you know that, I mean, just look at, like you were talking about when the coronavirus hit. What happened to the shelves? Everything was gone. Specifically, the tissues and the sanitizers and everything. Everybody was out because people were like, oh, I need to stock up because this is the end of the world. This is the apocalypse.
Yeah, and they opted for being able to wipe their butts.
Don't know why that was the thing.
There was a lot of... Yes, please continue.
I was just going to say, like, every time there's supposed to be some kind of apocalypse, rolling event, a pandemic, an epidemic, the first thing that people do is, I need to stock up on supplies. And if everybody finds out that we're getting low on food, what are they going to do? Get as much food as they can for themselves.
Are you suggesting that everybody's been stocking up for the past 2 years?
No, I'm saying that, because I thought we were talking about the end of the world. Yes. If the food shortage is the reason for it, I should say, is people are going to stock up and steal as much food as they can, and then it's just going to become food as the new, like, monetary resource, pretty much, and almost just like a purge kind of thing where people are just going to fight for themselves, just to get food and safety and shelter, because, it's a necessity. And it would just end up who's going to be able to survive off the bat of the land.
Who can survive off the bat of the land?
Is that what they say? I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never heard. I don't know where I was going with this. I feel like that was probably not the right saying. But long story short, the people who are going to survive are the people who manage to steal and stock the most food. Whereas everybody else is going to struggle to find their own food and survive. It's like that one episode of Family Guy when they had there was like an apocalypse that happened. I don't remember why, but I think Peter was feeling paranoid because he saw some message saying the end of the world was coming, and he threw everybody in a bunker. And they were like, "What are you talking about? Nothing's gonna happen." Blah 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 blah. And then some nuclear thing actually happened, or a meteor hit or something, and something happened like that. Everybody got changed because of nuclear stuff, and so they're like, "There's no food. We're gonna die out here."
They turned into Cronenberg versions of themselves. If I remember,
everybody else did. They, for the most part, survived except for Stewie, who turned into a half octopus thing. I don't know, but they were like, "We need to find food," and everybody else is like, "We need food too." And so they're like, "Where we got to go? The one place where we can find food, the Twinkie factory."
Ah, yes, because Twinkies never go bad.
Exactly. And so they go there, and everybody else ends up finding them over there, and they create a new society at the Twinkie factory because that's where the resource they need is food. So yes, I don't know if that answered the question at all, but that's my 2 cents, I guess.
Well, there wasn't a question. I think the question was, what are your thoughts on the end of the world?
Oh, okay.
This seems like a good thing to be discussing at 3:15 on a Sunday afternoon.
It's fine. It's the Sabbath. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. I mean,
Fun times.
hey.
I want to build a bunker and stockpile food, but I don't want to be crazy.
Can I hang out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I don't promise I won't get cabin fever. That's where you're just stuck in a place for so long and you go crazy, right?
Look, at a certain point in the apocalypse, people become more valuable than anything else because people represent the future.
Yeah, well, that might be true. At the same time, it's only a matter of time before the people start turning on each other because of greed.
Yeah, that's why you kind of got to vet the people properly before they could get in.
That's
Congratulations, you have passed the vetting process.
Woo!
Look, me and my can of ragu aren't going to be able to go and hold up the local sheriff's station to get their guns. I need a human to help me do that.
Don't worry, me and my can of Chef Boyardee got you.
Okay, yeah, we'll beat him to death.
Well, this is an interesting conversation.
Yeah, we just breached the hour mark, so I guess that's where we get to end it.
All right. I feel like we didn't talk about anything this time.
What do you mean? We talked about things.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, did we talk about anything of substance, you know?
Well, we never really do.
That's absolutely fair.
The takeaway here is stockpile food, people. The end of the world is coming.
It's coming.
Increase your charisma scores. You're going to need it.
Make sure you stockpile on stem cells and GMOs.
Yeah. Get a syringe. Get a syringe full of everything you need to make a new human life. And then squirt that into a petroleum jar, and you're good to go.
Why petroleum jar?
Because that's how you regrow people. Petroleum you need it necessary for human life.
Interesting. Nice to know.
Yeah. Be sure to tune in next time for John and Lamb's survival apocalypse tactics. If you hear the sirens, it's already too late.
That's when we cut the camera.
Yeah. We'll stop it right there. Stop it right there. Yeah, and then they'll be left on like a terrifying note. Yeah.